This week on Pivot with Purpose.
This is like that scene from The Office. Don't panic! Don't panic! Someone's getting high on the road. Someone's throwing up. You're getting patted on because you can't breathe.
Yeah, it was, girl, a
Wendy's
disaster.
yelling, anthrax! And the driver's like, what the fuck am I doing here?
Welcome back to another episode. Another week. You're here with me. That's much rap as I got. And Paola, I came from, all right, let me just stick to what I know. Just talking. Welcome back. This is Pivot with Purpose. I am your host, Carla. Don't you get scared. I'm just real brown now. You know what I'm saying? Every episode, I keep getting darker. I'm doing the opposite of Michael Jackson. Dark, not light. So we just got back from Tulum. And Paola's here. Thanks. You know what? Shout out to you and popping up here.
Shout out to medical benefits and my mental health.
This does help with our mental health. It definitely does. I just got back literally last night from Tulum, so I have so much to catch you up on.
This is the longest we haven't spoken.
I know, and it's literally Tulum lost all internet for a week. So it was very spotty here and there. So I didn't have good reception while I was in Tulum. And then once I got to Playa del Carmen, I was on shrooms. But we'll talk about that in a minute. We'll put a pin on that. Put a pin
a different kind of reception.
Before we get started, I always like to shout out an Apple Podcast review, because without your reviews, the show wouldn't continue to grow. And it's people usually go to, how many ratings do you have? Let me read your reviews. And some people go on there and they're try to get my ratings down, which has happened, but y'all have gotten it up to 4.8 now. So let's keep leaving those 5 stars review if you haven't yet. And this review from today that I'm going to read comes from Miss MA03. And she said, I found my people.
Aww.
And I like that. It says, I came across this pod through BA Pod, which is Brown Ambition, which I was on. Shout out to them and making it they were running Webby. They are featured on Apple right now. Shout out to Imani, who is the producer of this show and that show. She's amazing.
Nice.
Right. So, okay. That's where you found me. Thank you. Amazing show. Anywho, as a 33-year-old mom who rebelled from a religious, toxic Christian household, girl, here I am healing from 2 toxic baby daddies, 2 kids, and setting boundaries with my family. Yeah, I always felt misunderstood due to my beliefs in many things such as spirituality, mental health, astrology, etc. Anyways, I'm glad you're so open-minded and openly discussing your journey without shame. Sending you much love.
She's definitely you.
She's me. I swear I didn't write this.
Stop sending in reviews, Carla. Stop taking people's phones.
I swear I didn't review my own podcast. Now, if you would have asked me about 5 years ago, probably. Maybe go look to 2018. You might have found some sketchy shit on there. No, but seriously, this is why I love these reviews, because something like this, if I came across it, I'd be like, oh, if I were to see this, I'm like, oh, that's me all day. Somebody's reading this and I need that.
Yeah.
So I love this for us, and that you found me and that I found you. And thanks, girl. Now just send me the fact that, send me a DM or something. Do you have Instagram? So I can see you. Because I don't be knowing people's names. Or I just know their Instagram name. Anywho, so let's go. Let's take it to the top.
Okay.
I kind of want to do a recap of what the last week has been like.
It's been more than a week, it feels like.
I left last Tuesday. Today's Wednesday.
Wow.
I was with you Monday night. You literally helped me pack.
It's been a long week.
It's been... Actually, if you're listening to this week, has it been a long fucking 10 days?
Yes.
Because by the time it comes out, it'll be 10 days.
Yeah, it has been. To me, I'm starting to feel drained. It's been a long week. It's been a
long
long 2 weeks for me.
So if we're in sync there, cool. So let me make your week feel a little bit lighter when I tell you the bullshit's been going on with mine. Or make you happy. It's been both. It's been highs and lows, but the highs have been really high and the lows really low. So it probably feels like one of those roller coasters once you're done.
Week.
Yeah. Okay. So before I left last Monday, if I look a little different to you right now, it's probably because I have, I don't know, maybe 1,500 units of Botox on my face. They emptied out the Botox box on here. You don't want to crack
at all.
No. Shout out to Foundations of Maitland right here in Orlando. Maitland, actually. Foundations of Maitland. But whatever. I said that I needed to leave, and I'm like, yo, I need an appointment before I go on my vacation. I leave Tuesday. This is Friday. And she was like, hey, 10:30 on Monday. So I said I wanted some Botox. I wanted to get rid of like a lot of this
Your
right
angry
here.
lines.
My anger, but I didn't want to get rid of it completely, right? Because I still want like
Character.
mobility in my face. Yeah.
You still want to look angry when you're angry.
Fuck yeah. You don't sit there me angry, you smiling at me. I'm gonna punch you in the face. I'm mad as hell. So she got rid of like when I go up, you really can't see anything up here.
Yeah, you can't.
So, but I never really had too much there, but this is what bothered me the most. So my crow's feet, I think is what it's called.
Those are your
between your
11s.
eyebrows. That's softened up. But I was like, you know what? I've been thinking about lip fillers. I want some
me
full
too.
lips, and I've been really like
I'm scared.
toying with the idea. And then I don't know if it was you or I searched lip flips.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, okay, well, if I'm already going to foundations, I can get some Botox. She's very conservative. And I asked her about it over text, and she's like, yeah, we can do that. So when I get there, she asked me again. If you go to my Instagram, I took a video of like the whole thing being done. There's 2 videos. One of me getting a consult of my face, and then the other one, her actually shooting me up. So she said that this lip flip is Botox on your lips, and basically it just, in my terms, it paralyzes your lip in a way where the inside of your lip kind of comes out.
Okay.
So it gives the illusion, essentially, of a bigger lip, of a bigger top lip.
Yeah, you can tell it.
You can tell?
Pero no se ve exagerado.
Right.
It looks very subtle.
Por eso, como que you can see it like very natural. I wasn't noticing it at first. And I still kind of, when I look at myself, I can't really tell. But as of, I believe like Friday-ish, which is like, or Thursday, around Thursday, I'm like, something's up with my lip. This shit is paralyzed. So
you
if
can't
I
feel nothing?
Not that I can't feel it. I can't move it. So if I try to smile really big, you see that lip doesn't, I feel it. You know what? Smile really, really big. Like really big. You see how that top lip will like come up high?
Yeah.
You can feel it like this.
Not yours.
No, now I smile really big. And the lip kind of still stays there.
Yeah.
Also, when I'm brushing my teeth, you know, you're going to go throw water out. So I fill up my hand, my mouth. And when I'm squishing, it's like my whole top lip doesn't do this very well.
That would be a problem for me.
Right. So she did say once you get this done, sucking on anything could be a little challenging. But I was like, shoot me up, girl. Nothing is going in there. There is no sucking motions going on over here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to do that.
Yeah, you're sucking it.
Move along. Keep going. Next.
They're there.
It's about you, not me.
Well, anyway, the lip flip, I really do like it. I think that it
Looks
does
good.
change a little bit of my smile without making me feel like
a
dick
doll.
sucking lips. Yeah. Now I just have regular talk shit on a podcast lips.
What is it? Now you're not uneven.
Yeah, so
Now
she also
you
said I
have
had
parallel.
she said I had uneven lips whenever I smiled, which really I think you can go to a doctor, bro, and they will make you feel like you're the ugliest thing in the world.
Jesus.
Yeah, you are so flawed. They will find like your freckle right here actually is too much to the left. We need an extra freckle. Let's get that. Like something dumb like that. But whatever, she was very honest with me. We did it. I like it. So if you want to get like Botox and a lip flip, I do recommend it. But I also will say foundations here is one place, but anywhere you go, the reason why I went there is because she's an actual MD doing it. The doctor is the one actually doing it, or a nurse practitioner. Not like a nurse or an esthetician or whatever. No shade to the places that have like techs doing Botox, but you're not going to touch my face.
I need you to have credible, liable insurance.
Yes. Okay. Because you could
I
have
need you.
paperwork saying that you're allowed to do it. No.
Yeah.
I want.
This is your face. Like,
Can you
your
imagine?
face, your lip. And you know what? That's like also like a big fear of mine. Like, I promise you, I have asked everybody, should I get my lips done? Should I fill my lip? And they're like, no.
You have full lips. I think maybe you might like a lip flip.
Well, I don't know. My thing is like,
You
I
can
don't want it
still
to
suck.
hurt. I don't want it to hurt.
It's not very hard. I kind of have to like, okay, just kidding.
A pinky?
Damn, what you want to do, my fist?
I'm just saying,
Damn.
that's what you went for.
I mean, okay.
No, and I keep saying, like, I want to get my lips filled, and everybody's like, but your lips are fine. Like,
Not
what is
even
it that
fine. You do
want?
have
you
big
have
lips.
And I'm like,
You want like bubble gum?
no, I want to look like that filter on my Instagram that has like the little.
Well, that's only because you can achieve that with lip liner. I feel like when you get it done with the lips, that's when the girls look funny. The filter is a lipstick, and if you literally overline just a tiny bit your lip, you'll be like Kylie. So
We'll try and see.
let's try that. I do recommend the lip flip though; it's pretty cool.
It looks good.
Without
you look
having
natural.
Yeah, and y'all know I like natural. Like
You still look angry. You still look angry, and your lips still look natural. So they did a good
I like
job.
natural stuff. And my titties is one thing that I got done now 13, 14 years ago. And no one to this day knows that they're not mine. And that's my thing. I like natural looking stuff. That's what it look like.
I mean, if they're gonna be fake, you might as well make them look good.
Right. But some people like them to look fake. And they like that look. No, people like request that. It's really weird. All right. Anyway, now that we're done with plastic surgery.
Next item on the docket.
The next item on this docket is Tulum and the Synergy Wellness Retreat. So we're gonna go down. Let's go back to being wholesome. Where do we even start?
Can I just say that I missed out on this trip?
I know.
All the girls on this trip were plus size.
Yeah.
Shout out to all of the girls that were out there in the bikinis.
Actually, shout
not
out to
giving a fuck.
A
Okay?
lot of my
I
listeners.
love seeing that.
We
Loved it.
didn't give a fuck.
I love seeing it.
They were like, let's
I
do
would have
it.
been out there too. Cheeks
Even
and all.
shout out to Megan. She's like, listen, they knew there was gonna be a videographer with us 100% of the time.
Yeah.
And Megan was like, I was so scared or whatever. She brought her outfits. All of them were completely comfortable with Felix left and right video pictures. Like, we literally looked at each other and we were like, whatever insecurities we have, let them go. And I know I'm not plus size, but I have my own issues with like two pieces.
Yeah.
And I think I brought one piece bathing suit this time around. I haven't done that in so long.
Yeah.
But I was like, I don't care anymore. Like, who am I trying to impress? I feel good.
Listen, guys is gonna want you whether you feel good or you could look like shit and they still want you.
Right. So fuck it. So shout out to
don't
all of
care.
them. You missed out on this one, but trust me, you'll be on the next one. Doesn't matter who figures it out. You come in. Okay. So I want to talk about the cacao ceremony, the yoga, the reason of this, like making friends as adults and finding community. Like, Josie, shout out to her. I didn't know Josie.
Mm-hmm.
And Kaysen, who was one of our editors.
I love Casey.
That motherfucker
He got a chair.
didn't fucking tell me Josie's his best friend.
No.
Yes. So I don't find out until she's in fucking Mexico. And I'm like, so this nigga wasn't gonna tell me? But now I like her way more and I want her to be mine too. So you might lose her. She's
wow.
really dope. Like, you have to meet her. So, amazing.
Hey, I'm organizing a girls' night.
She's not from here. She's from Delaware.
Wow.
Yeah, so she's from Delaware. Tati's in Minnesota.
Wow.
Yeah.
Shout out to y'all. Y'all flew.
Oh, they flew. Like, y'all, my listeners are the most amazing like group of women. I don't have any weirdos. Today my realtor asked me, she's like, I just want to ask you always, like, don't you think you're gonna get like some weirdo person? I'm like, first of all, it's a vetting process, and two, I really don't have any weirdos. Maybe a few haters that don't come from me, come from somewhere else.
No, everybody's pretty cool.
Yeah, we're all pretty like-minded, and I like that about this community specifically. So that's the point why I wanted to bring up, because someone asked me on Instagram would I be doing a co-ed retreat, and I said flat out no. It's not for me. I love me men, we love them, need them. It is what it is. What this is, for me, is women like being vulnerable. Oh my God. Like, we have one woman talking about the death of her mother, another one of her father, another one, what the things that she's dealing with as a single mom. Like, it would go from like sad to us opening up and telling each other like things to turning up on the boat and taking tequila shots.
That part.
Yeah, but it all comes together, right? So it's like, we know we're going to have fun too, but let's really connect with each other, because it's not often that we find someone that understands you, right? And it's like, you have to literally do what we did. Fly to another country intentionally and planned and use our resources to meet other like-minded women. So that shit was amazing. So please start saving money up now for the next one, which is in October, and I'll be announcing it within the next week. I put a few countries down. I know where I want to go, but I think I might change the country. Yeah, we'll see what happens there.
Let's keep it passport friendly.
Yes.
Please.
Passport friendly? Might not be. So y'all better get your passports too. Stop fucking around. If you're listening to this show, you need it.
United States is in an unstable place. You should have a passport just in case anything goes down.
Oh my goodness. On Cinco de Mayo, which was my birthday, we had a boat day. And oof.
You were drunk that day.
Fucked up.
Yeah.
Drunk it's not the word. And I also reminded me again that alcohol fucks with my nervous system. So, and especially that much of it, panic attack afterwards.
Really?
But before we got there, I met a 27-year-old man that might be my next baby daddy.
27. We're having kids.
I don't know why I said that.
Are you still drunk?
I think so. That was really dumb. Take that back.
That escalated.
Let's go back. We're back.
You just went bam, bam, bam.
Just forget everything I just said, okay? I didn't say any of that. So no, when we were going on the boat, so it's just us. It's our own private boat. The chefs were like, when we got there, they're like, hey, we can't go out into the ocean until you guys like finish eating because of it's a little rocky. And I'm not thinking nothing of it. I'm like, all right, whatever. We finish eating. We're like, all right, we're good. Let's go to the front of the boat. We start leaving like the area where the boats come, and the boat starts rocking and rocking. Like, yeah, the sea is a little rough, and I'm like, it's okay. We'll go where we're going. Like, dock there. We start going, and they're like, if at any moment you guys want to turn around, let us know. There's an area over here that we can park where the water is clear and calm, and we can be there the entire time. I'm like, let's go. We're not pussies. It's Cinco de fucking Carla. Let's go. So it's 60 seconds, and I'm like, whew. The boat's like up, and then boom, back down. And I'm like, all right, we're all right. Shots. Let's go. Another like 2 minutes. And I'm like, excuse me. So do you think that when we get to where we're going, because it's 45 minutes, that the water will like calm down? Maybe that part of the country is different? Because sometimes the water could, I don't know. She was like, well, we can't guarantee that. And I was like, all right, let's keep going. Sorry, let's keep going. 2 more minutes. I looked at the girls and I said, I ain't got time for this shit. I don't. It was high. The water was starting to come in. I'm like, I don't have time for that at all. We're not going to be able to get in the water and swim, which is my thing. I want to be able to swim.
In the ocean.
So I looked at the captain. I said, turn this shit around. Let's go right back to the other area. We went back, spent the entire time there. It was so good. We had floaties. They brought the water out into the water with us. The food, I mean.
Oh, I was like, what?
Brought the food.
Y'all brought water to the water. I missed out on that.
No, food out, and they would put it on the paddle board.
Oh, cool.
All kinds of different foods that they had. Girl, I was like, this is how Beyonce lives.
Poquito, yeah.
Rihanna wakes up to this shit.
Maybe. I don't know.
Karol G is chilling in the water with a chef making her food whenever she wants. That shit was expensive, but it was great and worth it. It was so good. Well, while we're dancing, tequila is just flowing. I don't know what happened to the water, but they stopped serving it. Nobody gave me water. Oh. And you can't drink salt water. So I'm jumping off the boat, doing all this, and then now a few more boats are coming in because the water's too rough. So all the ones that went out, they're coming back.
Yeah.
So as one yacht pulls up next to us, bitch. And I look over, and it's a couple, like, Arabs. And I was like, I like my little Arab. It's been there.
Been there, done that.
Could do it again. So I was like, let me see if I find another one. So they're mostly booed up, but there was this one that looked over, and I looked at him. He looked at me. We kind of like gave each other the eye without too much forehead because of the Botox. And he was like, we just kind of like, we gave each other that nod, smile, and we knew, I see you, you see me. I'm drunk. You about to be drunk.
Oh. So
I'm in the water hanging out, doing all this stuff, and like literally 10 minutes before we left, he comes over. Finally. And I'm like, I mean, I wasn't going to get you, but I kind of walked to him. He walked to me and at the little shimmy dance, and he saw me. He was like, all right, that's your go. I little shimmied. So he came over, we started talking, and I'm like, I'm about to leave. Like, they're calling us to get in. We got 10 minutes. That's it. So we start hanging out, talking. He's 27 years old. He's so fine. Mm-hmm. I was like, well, I just turned 36. I could be your babysitter, but it's cool. Like, I take it. And we didn't exchange numbers. He made me say my number like a few times and my name. I still don't know his name. We've been texting. I don't know his name. And finally he texted me when he got to the boat, and his brother-in-law was like, did you get her number? Did you get her number? Did you get her name? And he's like, he can't come back over here. I was like, I gave it to him from what I remember because I was so drunk. Then we went back. We texted that night. But before that night came, Paola.
Yes.
I threw up. They had to pull the car over like 5 times on the way back to Tulum, to the house, because I was so fucked up and had a panic attack. And all this happened. Tati, who came on the boat, at least I was able to get out and puked in a bag like a lady. Tati puked herself in the car. She threw up inside the van.
I missed such a good time.
Meg was asleep, didn't know any of this happened. Just passed out.
Who was the responsible alert person there?
Felix.
Poor guy.
Felix?
He needs a raise, a bonus.
Felix needs a bonus, bro. He was like helping the other one.
Women
throw
down,
up.
women down. Stop, pull
telling
over.
the driver to stop, getting me a bag. Like, I had the panic attack and he's next to me. I know he's looking at me like, yo, I've heard her kind of say she's a little crazy.
No, your panic attacks are wild.
My panic attacks are the worst. And this one, I couldn't breathe. I could not
So you
breathe.
had to get out the car.
And I'm like, okay, I'm okay. I'm okay. And as it's happening, I'm like, bro, I'm here with people, especially Felix. We're out the country. This is the only man. He's going to freak out. I don't know if he's ever seen a panic attack before. So I have something over my face and I cannot breathe. So Josie, shout out to her, came from behind me and started patting my chest.
Okay.
And she's like, focus on the padding. I don't know what, that's all I remember. Her patting my chest and like saying, listen to my voice. And then I was able to come down and then it happened again. And then I look over and I'm like, hey, call it. So he calls it and he opens up and I start throwing up. Felt better. And then we made it home. Oh, no. Before we made it home, Tatiana had to throw up again and we had to stop in the middle of the road. Now the driver is pissed.
I bet.
And he's like, they're in the middle of the road. You're going to get arrested. You're going to get arrested. Because she couldn't move from the middle of the fucking road. On Avenida Tulum. The main, like Cimarron. In the middle of Cimarron. Throwing up. And best part yet. Felix MVP almost got us all killed. Because as they're doing that, they were like, get her off the road. So they start walking off the middle of the road. They go to the thing. And all of a sudden, we look back. And there's a woman putting like some type of oil in Tati's face. And there's Felix next to her, like, looking, giving her some too.
What was the oil? They could have been drugging her.
We have no idea.
Oh, God. Girl,
So
get drug tested.
Wendy goes, oh, my God. They could be getting anthrax right now. So now she starts saying
Anthrax is not popular no more.
She just keeps screaming anthrax.
Oh,
so
God.
we're looking back and we're
This
like,
is like
what
that
the
scene from The Office. Don't panic. Don't panic. Someone's getting high on the road. Someone's throwing up. You're getting patted on because you can't breathe.
Yeah, it was, girl, a
Wendy's
disaster.
yelling anthrax. And the driver's like, what the fuck am I doing here?
And the driver sees that she threw up in there. He has his arm there, just $100. And I'm so fucked up. By the time we get back, I go straight to my bed. The cleaning people for the house are there. And there's someone in my bedroom. And I just remember looking at them and saying, and threw myself in the bed. Don't know anything else from there. Hopefully they finished cleaning the bathroom. I don't know. And I fell asleep. Then I hear Wendy come at some point. Hey, do you have cash? And I'm like, I don't know. Like, check my purse, whatever's in there. Hours later, when I wake up sober, the man wanted $100 for her puking in there. Fuck out of here. If I would have been alive, it's one of those vans like plastic inside.
Would have been alive.
I mean, I kind of was. I was half dead. I would have took a manguera and like hosed it down and gave him $10.
Pain and suffering, bro.
But we were all fucked up. So that was the low of the trip.
That was the low?
That was the low. Yeah. That was the worst.
Note to self, order a 50 count of throw bags for the next trip.
Please.
And
please.
Nausea medicine.
Oh my God. Yes, we need that too. Well, after the ratchet activities happened, man, you would have loved that. It was 4 hours, but it was enough. I didn't drink tequila again. After Friday, never drink tequila again. Insane. But also shout out to my plug in Mexico, because now I got a plug. We went to go pick up drugs.
Oh,
and
wow.
we ordered half.
Allegedly.
No, I have the text messages. I ordered half an ounce of weed and an eighth of shrooms. This was going to be my shroom trip. And I was going to go on my first shroom trip. So we pick up the weed. We get to an hour to where we're going, because it's an hour away from us. And we realize we have an ounce of weed and no shrooms.
Okay.
And we're like, what are we supposed to do now? Like, we only have weed. I'm like, I wanted to do the shrooms before the ladies came. I'm like, I wanted to go on a shroom trip. So we had to drive back an hour to go get the shrooms. And now we have all this weed and the shrooms. I took the shrooms the first night, fell asleep. I woke up the next day like, bro, what happened? We just went to sleep. We went to sleep. So then we tried it again, a second time. I can't remember which night it was. Fell asleep again.
So
Knocked
they're
out.
like sleepy shrooms.
No, they're supposed to be happy shrooms. They're supposed to be like happy,
Your
laughter.
happy place to sleep.
You're right. So I'm like, I don't know. This isn't working for me. It just puts me to sleep. So then Monday, we didn't come back. And that's why we missed the recording yesterday, because I was like, I don't feel like going back. Let's stay an extra day. So we stayed in Playa del Carmen and we got a rooftop pool and we did the rest of the shrooms then. Girl, so much fun. Holy shit. You haven't done shrooms, right?
No.
Okay, so now I will say, not scary at all. It's not high like right now I'm high with the pen and I feel that I'm high.
Okay.
It's not that. So what happened with this shroom specifically, I don't know what it's called. Y'all can DM Wendy. It's like W3NDY321. That's her at
Oh, I
name.
thought that was the mushroom name. I was like,
No. Wendy on Instagram. So it's a whatever happy shroom it is. What happened when I finally felt it is, one, it's like an appetite suppressant. I wasn't hungry at all. Because usually with weed, I get the munchies. No hunger. Basically, everything became bright. Like we were standing by the pool. It's like an endless pool. And you look and the whites are so white. Everything's so crisp. I can imagine it kind of since you wear glasses. Like, you know when you take them off and you can see.
Yeah.
But then you put the glasses on and everything is like, wow.
Yeah.
That's what it felt like. So imagine you looking at wow now with your glasses.
I'm like, whoa.
But yeah. You are so smart. Yes.
That's what scared me.
No, because it's not scary. It's just like, it was very subtle that I noticed it. I'm like, oh shit, things are brighter. And then there were some things that were like, the tiles were shiny and it was just really shiny. And then like I went to the bathroom and I was checking myself out.
And then what happened?
So I'm checking myself out in the mirror, like my hair, I felt good. My tan was popping. I'm pulling up my drawers, like the bottoms to make it look like I have a waist, making myself look cute. And this lady comes out the bathroom. Now, what would you do if you're doing all that extra shit and somebody's like, catches you?
I'd be like, hi.
You te pones como nerviosa, right? Like, and you stop what you're doing.
Yeah.
Well, with this type of shroom, you just really don't. You're in your own world, and everyone's like outside. And if you want to come in, like come in, but you're not disturbing my world. I saw her, and usually like my heart would stop, and I would pretend to be doing something else. I was just like, hi, and just kept looking at myself, like finished, washed my hands, and I was like, wow, nothing was bothering me. Then you're like really silly. So, wow, Wendy and I, who are usually silly, we were laughing so hard. And there were people in the pool, and I felt like I was like louder than usual laughing or just chilling. And I'm like, I wonder if people think I'm crazy, because I'd be like looking at her and
think that.
Or I'd be like, we're talking, and then I'm like, bah.
Why do you do that? You do that a lot.
So imagine me on shrooms on that. So it was just like a little bit more, but it was so funny. Like it was fun. What I did not enjoy on it is that we ended up going to the Pueblo where there's a lot of shops and people. And there it made me sick. So you definitely need to be, it started making me feel like nauseous. It was too much because since your senses are heightened with it.
Okay.
So you see a lot of light and you really feel everything. But it's not a feeling. I don't know how to explain it. It was just too much commotion. So
you just felt like nauseous?
Nauseous and like a little bit overwhelmed by how much was going on. And the lights. Like it was just too much. So I was like, we had to finish anyway. I have to find a dress. But yeah, I definitely do recommend. 10 out of 10. It was dope, but definitely not outside partying, like chilling at home. I'm going to get us some shrooms so we can do some.
Who's we?
Me and you.
¿Qué?
Yes, I feel like
you went to Mexico and now you speak French. ¿Qué es eso?
No. What we're going to do is we're going to put the kids to sleep with some melatonin. Because it's not also like a high where it's like, oh my God, I'm high. If there was an emergency, you wouldn't be able to react. Like it's not that type of high either.
I don't know. So
we're just going to eat it and watch a movie. Like we're just going to chill at home and like.
You don't watch movies, Carla. You go to sleep.
That's the thing. You're not tired. You don't, like I wasn't tired at all. It was like an Adderall, like just very alert and funny, and everything was funny. So I was exhausted, and I was up there thinking we were gonna take a nap, by the pool, whatever.
I don't know why mushrooms just don't entice me.
It's okay. We'll talk about it later.
Okay.
I got you. I am the new spokesperson. It was great.
Wow.
I wouldn't mix it with alcohol.
New business coming soon.
Yay.
Magic mushrooms.
I'm sure that's already taken, but we'll figure it out.
Okay. I was kidding, but okay.
Oh, I was ready.
I know
we
you are.
will talk to Chat GPT.
You just bought the LLC.
I did. Actually, you hear that? That's me.
Oh God.
Getting a domain.
So tell me. You're queen of domains.
I'm the queen of domains.
Tell me about
What?
yoga.
All right. So I will tell the truth.
Okay.
I had a yoga person, and my concierge was like, I found a cheaper yoga instructor, and it was half price.
Okay.
So I was like, why not? You know, half price, same service. Yoga's yoga.
No, it's not.
I the
Yoga
yoga
is
instructor
not
comes
yoga.
in. She's in her little scooter, and I was like,
Scooter.
well, everybody drives scooters over there in Tulum. Like they're all on like little scooters or whatever. Like the cleaning people, everybody shows up on a fucking scooter.
Okay.
So I look, and it's 5 foot,
Oh.
97-pound looking 12-year-old boy.
What? It was a boy?
That's what I thought.
Oh.
Then it gets off, and it's a girl, and she has like this spiky hair, kind of like those cartoons that have like the straight spiky hair up,
Not cartoons.
but not like spiky with gel. It just sticks up when she wakes up.
Okay.
That kind. Yeah, so I'm like, let's be optimistic, right? Like,
We're not judging books.
No, we're not. So I'm like, she might be the best yoga instructor ever. Girl, this motherfucker had us doing some shit. It was a workout. It was like Pilates. I was so confused. And she wasn't really like modifying anything or like, it was hard.
Yoga is, so for people that have never done yoga, you just think you're like standing in a pose. You have to repeat it over and over.
But it wasn't even as much repetition because I thought we were going to do more like mindful yoga meditation. This was like vinyasa, like hard, like workout yoga.
Half price.
Girl. And it was a mess.
Really?
It was fun. I will say it was fun because it actually jump-started all of us to start an accountability group chat. Well, in our group chat for the thing. Now, every day we're like, did we stretch? Did we at least go for a walk? So have been definitely stretching every day. And we're adding like walks or some type of active activity. Because we were all like so sore and like realizing, damn, it at least showed us, bro, we're like 1, out of shape and 2, like hella stiff. So we got to get it together. And it kind of like jump started us. It wasn't all bad. It really wasn't. Because it let us know like we need to get moving a lot more. So yoga was cool. And then the cacao ceremony. That was beautiful. I didn't know what to expect other than the stuff from Love is Blind.
Oh my goodness.
That's why I found it. So they looked like they had a great time with it, and they looked each other in the eyes and cried. So I'm like, I want to look at somebody in the eye and cry. And it ended up being beautiful because it's basically how the Mayans saw that there was a heaven and an earth, a dark and a light side to us. And it was like merging it and understanding it and saying thank you to the universe or to God, whichever one it is, for giving you both and you being aware of your good side and the part that might be bitter from life and merging them together and becoming a better person. So what was really dope about the cacao ceremony is she gives us cacaos and we have to first eat it in its raw form, which is supposed to be your raw heart, and it's really bitter. But there's something weird about it because as bitter and as like sandy and earthy as it tastes, you can also taste the chocolate. And it's like it's the craziest feeling because imagine eating dirt. But as you're eating this dirt, you're like, but there's chocolate in here. So you're curious as to like, where's that sweet coming from? So you keep chewing because you're like, maybe if I keep chewing, it'll get sweeter. So I kid you not, that's exactly what it felt like now that I'm really, really thinking about it. So she gives us the cacao beans and then she gives us another set. She's like, now I'm going to give you a different set. We peel it. She's like, look at how hard it is to take the peel off or how easy it might be. And now eat this one. So we eat that one, and that one was easier to peel, the shell, and it was sweeter. Okay. Still a little bit bitter, but sweeter. And that one was roasted. So apparently when you put it through the fire, now it transforms into the same, but now it's sweeter and it's easier to take the shell off. So we all kind of, the metaphors that we have to go through the fire in life. And we're like, you're making a little bit of sense. Okay. So we get those beans, but when we get to the second one, Josie has her beans and she starts peeling hers, and I'm looking at her face. She's like, something's wrong. And we're like, what's wrong? And she goes, there's something wrong with my bean or whatever it is. And she peels it and it's white.
Mm-hmm.
And the lady goes, oh, and then she mentions like tiger bean or something along those lines. She goes, it's extremely rare. And when she placed the beans in her hands, she was saying like certain sayings.
Uh-huh.
I don't remember Josie's, and I remember Josie's, but right next to me was Wendy, I think it was, or whoever it was. I just remember Wendy's being moon and sun, and I'm like, of course, the moon and sun ass bitch gets the moon and the sun. When I open my hands, mine is mother and father, and it's supposed to represent the light and the dark.
Okay.
So someone else got grandmother or grandchild or whatever, and that person like has been struggling with the mother and grandmother taking care of her.
Mm-hmm.
And when she got hers, she's been dealing with the death of her mom. So she immediately feels this like overcome her, how rare it is. She's like, it's something trying to show up in your life, and that's how you got that.
Yeah.
So she thinks of her mom. So we do the entire ritual. Everything is beautiful. We're all like tasting the chocolate. Then she makes it into like, she only puts water in it, and it becomes like hot chocolate, but light. And you can literally drink the whole thing. That's how sweet it is.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing has been done to the chocolate other than been put through the fire. And then she's like, all right, now we're going to take the peelings and one that we mashed up and give it back to the earth. So she starts walking around the house, and she's like, we're going to go all together and literally bury all of this back to earth to let the earth know. This house is pretty big. There's 8 bedrooms. So she starts walking, and we don't know what she's doing. We're like, maybe she's looking for dirt or whatever, but it all looks the same. We're in a jungle.
Yeah.
She starts walking to the right, and all of a sudden her head turns really fast to the left, and she starts walking and makes a hole next to Josie's room.
Mm-hmm.
And Josie just lost it. And we're all like, oh shit. And we're like, what made her come here?
Mm-hmm.
And she said she doesn't know. It was just like, she just walked, was going to the right where there was the more space, and ended up going to the smaller space to go by Josie's room. So that was really nice. And we all got to like connect and say certain stuff. But I want to do another one now.
Yeah, you said you're gonna.
Yeah. Another cacao ceremony.
Oh, okay.
I definitely want to do another one. But that is basically like the recap of the highs of really feeling really spiritual. We did the journaling workshop. We did the yoga. We slept. We did our massages. Oh, can't wait to post that video. Amazing. We did our massages, and then we got drunk and hung out and
threw up.
Just
anthrax.
Yeah. Anthrax for sure. What the fuck? And then something else happened that the same thing. Felix just went along with it, and we're like, bro. He's like, I'm sober, making sure y'all make it back.
He might be.
He's like, I can fight them off. It was cool, but no, I can't wait to do it again and meet more women. Because I know like we're all gonna be friends like literally forever and ever.
Well, I know you like Mexico. I know. I was telling Rylan, she was asking. She's like, when does Auntie Carla get back? I said, girl, I don't know. She might stay out there. She's like, if she goes, I'm done with school in the summer. We can go visit. You can work from her house.
You sure can.
And I'm like, we gotta. She's like, I have a passport. I said, but we gotta ask Carla if we can come. She's like, why would she say no? I can help with Sami.
Of course.
I was like,
she could be the nanny.
I was like, you and Carla are the same person.
No, well, you were right.
When it comes about traveling.
Let's just go. I did look at some apartments there, some condos, and I really, although I'm looking for a house here, there's a possibility that if it doesn't happen here, it'll happen there.
Were they nice?
Yes.
Affordable?
Yes.
It's Mexico.
There was one that she paid, it was 3 something, which is high.
Yeah.
But the rooftop,
Uh-huh. Oh.
It's like very much like high end.
Yeah.
High end. I was like, I don't think I would go necessarily for that because I want to be closer to like the beach and all that stuff. And I want to be there. Sam could definitely go to school there.
Ya Rylan empacó. Rylan said she's done with school and I can work from anywhere.
There you go.
I said, girl, chill
we
out.
might be in Mexico. So yeah, I'm definitely going to go back. Like I'm going to go back more often. But let's get into some topics that I saw this week. Okay. Because it does have to do with friendship. And you said that you experienced this recently or we were talking about it.
We were having a conversation, yeah.
So Selena Gomez, back in 2017, I believe her and her best friend went into surgery because Selena needed a kidney. Mm-hmm. She has lupus, so she needed a new kidney. And Francia gave her kidney.
Mhm.
Well, they've been shady back and forth for the past couple of years or year and some change. They are not friends anymore, and people have been speculating as to why it's happened. How are you not friends with the person that gave you a kidney?
Well, they were actually talking about it this morning on the radio.
I was, yeah.
That her dad,
That was me.
that her dad was like being shady too, saying
That is
like,
hilarious. She said they were talking about it.
I was like,
Yeah, it was me.
I don't drink coffee till 9:15. Okay,
Or maybe it could be other radio stations too. I'm sure.
I don't. It was probably yours because Brandon's very loyal to you. But no.
So yes, her dad was on a radio station, a Spanish radio
Yeah.
station called El Cucuy.
El Cucuy.
El Cucuy, right? And she said that their friendship started, meddling away because after Francia gave her the kidney, Selena started drinking on that kidney, and she's like, I went through this to help you with this kidney, and now you're fucking up the kidney, essentially. So this is what her dad is saying. This is all allegedly. I have no idea whether it's true or not. Alcohol puts stress on the kidney, and she felt insulted, and like she didn't care. But here's the thing. Let's start from the beginning. This is their situation, and this prompts the question: would you give a kidney to someone?
I got 2 kidneys. I got 1 child. I gotta keep my 1 kidney. What if she needs it at some point?
Okay,
That's
so that's one
thing.
person who you would give it to if you
Yes,
matched your
my daughter. Yeah.
What about like your significant other if you ever were to get
Man,
married?
fuck that. No. You know why? Because George Lopez's wife gave him a kidney, and guess what? They got divorced.
Did they?
Yes, they did. Listen, and I also had this conversation yesterday. I am not against having a significant other, but a significant other is not going to be there forever. I will always keep that in the back of my mind. I always keep that in the back of my mind. Nothing is forever. I'm going to be a mother forever. I will always be a mother. I won't always be a wife. I won't always be a girlfriend. I won't always be a significant other.
You know what? Can you imagine I would have gave him my kidney?
Dude.
The last go around?
You would have clipped it out of him.
If I could find him.
You would have lured him in.
He would have been like, you gotta find me to catch it. Like
you would have lured him in and taken the kidney.
I would take it out.
And then called me and been like, I think I did something. I need you to hide a kidney. I'd be like, I just moved here. I can't do this.
Yo no hablo inglés.
Who's this again? Stop calling me on numbers that can be tracked. Send a smoke signal.
Send her WhatsApp.
That's
how drug dealers talk. Actually,
you go to Mexico for 1 week.
Bro, let me show you this. Now I know WhatsApp really is untraceable because let me tell you. Okay, we'll go back to this in a second. Let me show you the menu that I was given by the drug dealer. I got a menu, okay? When I asked what kind of drugs I wanted or whatever.
Oh, wow.
It wasn't like, where is it? Oh my God. Okay, here we go. The menu, first of all, when the message came through, I had to click like the more so it would open up because it was so long.
Damn.
Like, look at how long this menu is.
Let me see.
It starts right here. And it says happy 420. And then I'm still scrolling. Boom. It ends there. A few things that is on the menu.
Okay.
Indoor weed.
Indoor weed.
And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different kinds on there. And then it tells you if it's hybrid, indica, or sativa.
What makes it indoor?
It's grown indoor.
Got it.
The weed grown indoor. Indoor gourmet.
Ooh.
There's indoor hydroponic. Don't know what it means.
Hydroponic, yeah.
Okay. Indoor gourmet. Again, it tells you sativa, hybrid, or indica, and what country it's from. There's a flag of Canada, and another one has a flag of the U.S. with Oregon next to it. It tells us exactly where the weed is coming from.
That's branding right there.
Premium indoor. That one's $5,500. It was $4,000 to $4,500, $5,000, $5,500. The premium has another 6 with the countries that they're from and what kind. Then there's greenhouse, outdoor, the price, and that one has. Then it has vapes. You can have a sativa, indica, hybrid vape. Then disposable ones, and the prices for that. Then microdoses of shrooms. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different kinds of shrooms.
Wow.
Then there's a ceremony menu. A DMT vape, or mescalina.
DMT?
I don't even know what that is. What's DMT?
It's a big word, but it's a drug that you take that makes you...
Hallucinate?
Not hallucinated. Like, if I'm not mistaken, I did a whole thing in school for it. It gets you really high. And mescaline, isn't that like the cat
Mescalina. I don't know.
mescalina. Yeah, isn't that like ketamine kind of sorta?
Probably. And then it ends with the party menu.
Ooh, what's the party? I love a party.
Cocaine,
No.
wash blow,
Ah.
it says C, wash blow, M, K, 2C, X pills, LSD.
Wow, that escalated fast.
Bro!
Is there ecstasy like not fentanyl-y? Because I'm not gonna lie, and people don't judge me.
You want to say you've taken X pill before?
I have one. It used to be a good time, and I want to do it again. But I'm so scared of the Orlando streets.
And you should be scared.
I'm scared.
Whatever this stuff was, I feel like the weed was A1. And
I trust this guy. Did she ship to Florida?
Yo, he uses like emojis.
Aww.
It's amazing. It was great. So, great drug dealer. I don't know how we got on that topic.
I don't know, but yeah.
But what the fuck were we talking
If
about?
anybody has any ecstasy,
Selena,
kill me.
how do we go from a kidney to a drug dealer?
Because you asked, would you donate your kidney to a spouse? And I said no. And then you're like,
okay, whatever. However we got there, great drug dealer. Would I donate a kidney to my child? Yes, I would probably do it for my husband.
A friend?
I think it all depends, honestly.
No.
It depends on how I feel. If I'm feeling like giving, I think I have to know to give, knowing that that person could potentially do something to hurt that kidney, and I have to really let it go.
It's not about hurting the kidney. I don't give a fuck about the. Once I give you the kidney's yours.
You can live just fine with one kidney.
No, I understand, but my thing is like, in a weird way, the person who receives the kidney, do they now have loyalty to you forever?
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
it shouldn't be that way. It's a gift and it's a gift. Like when I give you the gift today that I bought you from Mexico, I can't be like, you know what? I want it back. You know? So it has to be a gift, whether it's a body organ or like a picture. That's the only way I would say I would give it. If I could find it to be like that in my heart. I don't think everyone can do that.
Yeah, I can't. Listen, I had a significant other that had kidney issues. Rylan has a pelvic kidney. Right now, she has a pelvic kidney. So I got to keep my kidney. She might need it. I don't know where the other person is.
Do you know if you're compatible with her, though?
I hope, because those chances are slim.
Yeah, but because you don't even know if you're compatible with her.
The Lord will provide.
Yeah. Well, I would say only give a body part.
I had a friend ask me to get tested for a kidney.
So you can give her a kidney?
Mm-hmm.
Yikes. Are you still friends?
Yeah. I mean, we occasionally talk, but I respectfully said, I'm sorry, I can't do that. I can't even donate blood.
Why?
I'm anemic.
Oh.
So I've tried to help multiple times.
I can give you blood. If you ever need blood, I got you. It's O.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm the... Whatever. Moving right along. The next topic is the fact that I feel like I have a spy.
A what?
Yeah, I think someone is tapping into my team calls, and I got
You still high?
No, I'm being serious. So my calls on my team, I feel like I've been tapped in. I don't know how they did it or if they have like an IT team, but I was hacked because I woke up today and I saw that Mr. Beast on YouTube bought a neighborhood for all his family and his employees, and
I'm like, what the fuck?
I have been saying for months now that my goal is to
You didn't say. You demanded and you told us to sell our things already. You told us to start minimizing.
Kind of did a little bit. Months ago, I told my team, hey, my goal really is to move everyone to Florida and have a neighborhood. Like, I want to buy out, like, a neighborhood where it's like an open Google space. Like, the community center is our office space. And then you have your homes in the same place.
You thought about daycare.
Everything it's gonna have daycare for our kids. We're gonna have a school nearby. Like, I want it to be so family friendly where you still do your own thing, but we'll all be working where it doesn't feel like work. And I just found out that the YouTube little king, Mr. Beast, bought out a neighborhood for himself, his family, and his employees. And he lives in a very modest home. It was only $300,000. Everything he bought out is $2 million because he has other people there. But his compound is $300,000, which is very reasonable. It is in Greenville, North Carolina, which is kind of like the boonies. I've been there before. But it's very nice. No, it's very nice. It's super nice. So I thought that was really fucking dope because I want something like that. But I wonder, would people want to move?
Do we have a choice? Can I speak freely?
Okay, fine. Only for 5 minutes. Then back.
I mean, I will say this. I feel like you have created a really, really, really good team.
I love my team.
Your team is your team, but then you can also like shut the team part off and you can be a friend. And at the same time, there's not that weird thing which always happens and it sucks where you start working with friends and the friend tap dances on the line and the boundary that you're not supposed to. And that doesn't happen with your team.
No.
Like there's been issues where if somebody dropped the ball on something, you can call them and be like, yo, like what happened? And it's like that person doesn't get offended. They're like, you're right. I'm sorry. Like I'll fix it. They don't get upset. There's not a weird like, oh, I don't like how you talk to me, or a weird like, it's like very open communication.
Right. And even then, I think we had a fire and something that happened recently, and I was upset. Yeah, I was like, shit, like it sucks for it to happen, but at the same time, it's like I just need you to fix it, and just don't let it happen again. But I remember talking to I didn't say it was Courtney, and it was so much happening at the same time. We had whatever it was, what happened, we had to fix it right then and there, and I felt like I was rude. Like I might have like when I called, I'm like, yeah. But I don't remember what I said. I just remember the next day and saying, I am so sorry if I came out as rude. And he's like, no, it's fine. I'm like, this shit can happen.
Yeah.
But I still didn't feel the need to be like, you fucked up because I know shit happens, you know? And I'm not, if you're fucking up every week, then I'm going to have a problem with it and be like, you got to go. But that doesn't happen with my people. Like everybody takes accountability.
Yeah.
And I feel like everyone is like invested into this company and into my brand. So when I grow it, I want everyone to grow with me.
So I feel like when it comes to that, like you have made everyone feel like their contribution actually matters.
Because
it does. So when you work because I work for corporate, what I do, I don't feel like I'm making like this huge impact or that I matter in that sense. I'm part of a corporate company. When it comes to your team, it's like you actually value what they say.
I do.
You actually take their opinions or like, hey, let's try this. And you're like, okay, let's do it.
But I think it's also because everybody really does treat the company like it's their own. Yeah. And they put both feet forward. Like best foot forward, but it's both hands, feet, head. Like everybody has ideas, and I really love listening to because everybody thinks different and works differently. And everyone knows their role the same way that I know my role. Like I gotta stop fucking with my calendar. Like let Steph do what Steph does. It's that, and even Imani came into the team and has meshed in so well. And as we grow, that'll keep growing. So really excited about.
I think if you
so again to the question,
if you made us an offer, I already live here.
You'd have to move into the compound.
You mean you're giving me equity?
Yes.
Okay. I already live here. I'm talking about casing.
Okay, so what if I was saying we're gonna move? What if I'm saying we're gonna move to California? Would you
come? I would think about it.
I have childcare.
I would think about it very long and hard. I said I want to move out of Florida within the next 5 or 6 years.
Really? I don't want to go nowhere. I'm trying to stay put.
You just said California.
I was just saying that. I'm not going to California.
You see? Well, then that's a bad example.
No, I was saying if we had to go out of state. Well, Kason,
if you said
Courtney, Imani, and Stephanie, let me know if you would move into my compound wherever I decide to place it.
I think Stephanie would move.
Oh, we out. Stephanie, we out.
I think we can convince Kate. I feel like Kason and Courtney are the ones that are like, if you gave them an offer, they can't refuse.
Courtney's coming. We'll make sure we go somewhere where there's cute boys.
Florida.
For all of us.
Florida. South Florida. Tampa. Orlando.
Ooh, Tampa be nice.
By the water. What do you? We're really easy to be happy. Like, all
right.
All you gotta do is throw us some little crumbs and we'll be like,
loading.
We're coming.
Loading. Those are not crumbs. Those are big chunks of cake.
You know what you should do before you actually do the whole thing? Have like a company retreat to where you have like the whole team in one house.
I already want to do it. We're doing it.
Like have like the whole team in the house so that like everybody knows each other, but like to actually like physically hang out together.
I'm going to do it. We're going to do it this year.
Okay.
Team, get ready. We're going to have something here in Orlando though. We ain't going nowhere. We're going to be right here. Right, yeah. Might be my house. Might be everybody comes to my house. Sleeping bags everywhere.
3 people can fit on the couch.
Absolutely. Yeah, we got this. Okay. Well, loading. We're gonna do all of this. Now, we're just going to go into a quick letter. If you want to send me a letter or any advice or a message, it's easier if you email me, askcarlawilmaris@gmail.com. Again, that's askcarlawilmaris@gmail.com. This one says, "Hey girl, I need help. I learned a lot about the negative things my boyfriend has done behind my back.
Oh, wow.
And out of respect for my resource, I can't say how. I know. However,
Respect for the resource.
right. However, I've been begging my boyfriend to be transparent with me, and he's telling me lies. How can I say I know you're lying without showing the proof from my resource? How can I just get him to be more open with me? I wish I could tell him how I know, but this other person is fearful of being involved because my boyfriend can react impulsively. I also don't want to break their trust after they were solely looking out for me."
What are you lying about that you're still there?
Yeah.
Because, for example, if you're lying about cheating,
Why are you still there?
Why do you need to prove to me that what I already know is true?
Yeah.
Number one.
Because if you believe the source.
Right. If you feel like this is a credible source and he's, let's say, actively cheating on you.
Right. Because we don't know
what do you want to do? Do you want to like catch him on the act? Do you want him to be like, you know what, you're right, I am cheating. And then what?
Leave anyway?
Right. So like, what is it that he's lying about? Is he lying that he's, I don't know, he's a pay pig and all his money's going to some chick somewhere else? Or
Yeah, obviously, whatever it is, there's a lie being told here, right? So if you believe the source, it means that you definitely believe that he's lying to you. And if you're
Right.
with a liar and someone you can't trust, why are you even there anymore?
Once you lie, this is my thing. If you can lie about little things,
Oof.
you can lie about big things because
Yeah.
it's gonna become a habit. And I've seen it happen that people are so used to lying that they don't even blink when they're lying to you. Like they will lie to your face with no remorse. And it's
so
like
scary.
It is. It's
so
very
scary.
scary because it's like if you're gonna lie about something small, you're gonna lie about something big. That's just what it is. You just tap dancing on the line to see how much can you lie to me.
I mean,
what can you lie to me about?
And there are instances where we tell like white lies. I can catch myself like, not very often, but like I'll say something. But I don't know. I just don't even, where I am today, I'm like, I have no reason to lie to anybody about anything.
I can't lie. I can't keep up. I don't remember.
Right.
I can't.
And we're not talking about like, no, I didn't eat the Snickers bar. Like, because somebody doesn't want to admit it. We're like, and even then, if we're together, why the fuck are you lying about the Snickers bar? Nigga, go get another one.
Listen, if God wants me to have one boo, I wanted one boo this summer. But if God wants me to have
12.
7, I'm going to have 21.
That 21.
Like, I don't. And that's one thing I'm very open about. Like, I am talking to people. And I let them know
that you're talking to people.
That I'm talking to people.
Hey.
Like, be honest. Just, and one of the guys told me, he's like, women can't handle the truth. If I told you the truth about everything, you wouldn't be able to handle it. Right. And I said, you're taking away my choice of how I choose to react to what you're telling me. I think that's worse for someone to take away the choice of how you're going to react to something. Or
let me be.
You're manipulating me.
You don't even know. It's like what I'm dealing with right now. I'm like, stop. Because don't tell me that you didn't feel comfortable telling me. You could have told me.
You're manipulating me. In a weird way, you're trying to manipulate the situation. And no, that's
and I think
not okay.
as humans, we try to manipulate a lot of things in our life just to like make it fit us, whatever we're comfortable with. But when we're dealing with someone else, I 1,000% know that honesty and being truthful is the best way to go, even if it upsets that person. Just because
I respect you more.
Absolutely, 1,000%. Then that'll segue me into ending the show with our Bible verse. But I will ask from you listening to just pray for me. You too. I know you already do. But for the thousands of you listening, send a prayer out for me because there's always trials and tribulations that we go through. And right now, I have to stand strong on a belief, on a value, on discipline. And it's hard. It's hard making those decisions. And it's hard being a mom and balancing being a woman and the two. So I wanted to find something in the Bible that talked to me about like patience and trusting. So I have Philippians 4:6, and it says, "Do not be anxious about anything, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known to God." So we just did the journaling workshop. So I have the journal, which honestly I do all of it on my phone. So I will start journaling very intentionally tonight about what this is. I'm anxious, so I shouldn't be anxious. I'm letting it go. And I'm praying and journaling and asking God what I need from him, or for him to, excuse me, show me what he needs from me. So he's like, let your requests be made known to God. And I feel like sometimes we forget that we have to make requests to him as well. We can ask. He's going to give us what is best, but we can also make certain requests and see what we get granted from that. So yeah, Philippians 4:6, because I am scared with what's going to happen in the next 30 days. It can go either way. I had to go back to court, and it's a little scary. But you know what? Philippians 4:6, do not be anxious about anything.
But pray about everything.
But pray about everything. And also, before we head out of here, I will be in the Bahamas in 13 days because I manifested it. I went through customs and I requested to do a global entry interview right then and there. And I've been waiting for 2 years. Finally, I was able to get it. And they approved me that same day. And as soon as I got approved, I'm like, look, now I have to book an international flight. I'm like, I'm going to book an international flight. I'm going somewhere else soon to be able to use my global entry. Today, 15 hours later, Mandy goes, yo, I'm going to the Bahamas. Let's go. It's your birthday. I'll pay for your flight.
I need a Mandy in my life. I feel like I'm the wild Mandy in people's lives.
Yeah. I got a Mandy, and Mandy said, I'm rich,
I need
bitch.
a Mandy.
It's your birthday. Let's go. She forgot to shout me out in the Breakfast Club. So I was like, it's cool. I'm not mad. So she's like, to make up for it, she's like, I saw a flight. Book it. Immediately, I booked the flight. I haven't told my job, and I haven't found a babysitter yet. But that's besides the point. I'm leaving for 2 days to the Bahamas, all paid for by my new sugar mama.
You gonna lose your job. You gonna lose your whole job.
I called the resort and I asked if they have so I can plug in the internet. And they said the IT department will come and install it for me if we request it. So I was like, bet. I can work from the Bahamas and we're good to go. I ain't partying. So I'll see you guys in the Bahamas in a couple of weeks. And that was, again, I said, Lord, I want to go international again. Provide. And he provided.
God, I want to go to the beach alone.
Let's go.
By myself.
FMLA. All right. Well, that is your episode. I'll see you again next week. Goodbye.
Bye.